Hey guys, Jared here with Cheerlead Mystery Guru, and today we're going to go and look over some missing content. Now the game has several items that are unaccounted for, things that we do not interact with or see throughout the storyline, but these things are found in the game files using Open4. A few of these objects stick out more than others, and we're going to check them out up close and personal. But I have them set up in an interesting manner, and it'd be kind of fun. It should tell you that mods can create discoveries. And also, the Guru team has been hard at work on the Cheerlead Mystery Guru website, so be sure to head over there if you have any questions. Check that all out. Also, subscribe and follow us on Twitter at Cheerlead Guru. And this is our first object. This is the prop Asteroid 01 model in the game. It can be found using Open4, kind of like this. It's never been seen in the game or online, and it has no coordinates. It only has a YDR file, but not a YMAP file, which holds the information of where the object is used in-game. Usually a set of chords or an item definition list is set with each object. This one does have one embedded texture in the YDR file, but it's nothing special. Now you notice I had it preloaded in the air, and as soon as we hit the asteroid it started to fall. This also happens if you hit it with an explosion. This is a really low poly resolution model that has no chords to call it into the game. It definitely looks unfinished, or is finished, and we're meant to see it through a distance, or through a telescope or something along those lines. But there's no coordinates, so I don't believe we're going to be seeing it anytime soon. There's been rumors that it shows up in a TV show. I haven't seen it in a TV show. Now the way we kind of just walked through the asteroid definitely makes me think we're not supposed to walk on it. And when we move to first-person mode, we can clearly see the polys that are used to make up the asteroid. This really tells me it's an unfinished prop. We really have no way of knowing this, but it really truly seems to be the case. And really, that's all the information we can provide on the asteroid, as there's not much else provided to us. So I guess we'll go ahead and move on to our next object here by diving off the asteroid. Now on our descent down, you notice we have a UFO, and it seems to be spawned above the maze bank here. And like I said, I did this in a fun and interesting way. And you notice the asteroid is falling down to our right here. When the asteroid hits the ground, it kind of just bounces around and doesn't really cause too much damage. The UFO that we're going to cover here is the IMP Prop Ship 01. I also covered it in the All UFOs Explained video on the channel. You can check that out if you want more definition on the rest of the UFOs. And it was recently added to the game during the Import-Export Online update. I have it perched above the Maze Bank Tower here in Los Santos. Now, it is interesting, I randomly chose this place to host a video, and the UFO is the right diameter of the Maze Bank roof, like perfect for an abduction scenario. You'll see what I mean shortly, but this is the UFO. It's different, and we can interact with it. It has full collisions. It takes on damage. We can shoot it with guns. We can walk on it. We can do all sorts of fun stuff with it. It has a lot more to offer than the other UFOs that we currently see in game. The file can easily be found by selecting Control F3 or clicking Tools Search and typing in IMP_prop_ship and hitting enter. You'll notice that there are two files instead of one, like the rest of these files have, and it's an items definition file. The other is a normal YDR file that we're going to go to, and it just shows us the model. We go all around. The one thing we notice is the FIB is not present on this UFO. We can go into it. It's the same. It looks the same as all the rest of them. There's nothing special going on inside of it. There's no interior, but they could probably easily load the interior from Michael's trip scene into this UFO come the time to do it. The embedded textures still consist of the FIB logo on there, but I believe it's just stretched over in a manner where the FIB logo is not seen. Would be the easiest way to do it. The YTYP file that's found with this IMP prop_ship is really just a standard definitions file that helps calculate the size of the object. I would assume the Rage engine needs it in some manner to help with using the object when the time comes. Back in game, we got the UFO, and one thing to notice about this UFO is the detail on it. It just seems a little bit more ready than the rest of the UFOs that we see, and I'm thinking we're going to fly this one, to be honest. One thing that makes me think that is the lights. when the lights are on, I'll turn it dark here. When the lights are on, it's really getting great ambience from this UFO, and you can do a lot with it. If I were to fake a discovery or create a mod, this would probably be the UFO I'm using. Maybe they just left it in there for modders to have fun with, and they're never going to use it. But this is how I would use it, because this one really just has the best detail, and you would have a lot of fun with the lights in general and creating an abduction scene. And I'll show you why here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and start to no-clip through here, and you'll see below me I set up a fake discovery of some kind, we'll say, but it's easier seen when you do this, and I believe that this is, what I said earlier, the diameter of the UFO was the same as Maze Bank, and I think this is why. I went ahead and I grabbed the prop alien egg and the prop artifact, which are the next two objects we are going to talk about. But first, the red lights. The red lights, man. When you get them close like this, it makes this perfect circle around you instead of maybe a tunnel of light. It makes this a perfect circle that you would be able to get sucked up in, because it's like a nice distance to have an abduction, actually be closer to the ground for a short abduction, not a long beam into the sky. Is how I see it happening. And the fact that it's the same diameter as Maze Bank really was shocking to me. So the egg and artifact are two of the more popular items, and both have been there since the game's release, but never discovered in the game. The egg has always been thought to be maybe the egg on the mural, and cracking the egg. Oh, hold on. This helicopter is on a path, and it always lands here. I'm sure you guys know it lands on top of Maze Bank. But the UFO here, it kind of throws off the path, and it can't complete its path. So it's going to continue to try and load here, so I'm going to shoo them off real quick with my sniper rifle. Come on, get out of here. Alright, sounds about right. Where were we? Now, the egg. While it is in the game files and detailed, like really detailed, it rolls around underwater, it glows green also. It looks like it's a completed item. It's just unused. Both of these files have no calls in the scripts. Neither of these objects have YMAPs or definitions files. The green egg glows at night, and it has a chrome layer during the day, like you can see. I'm using a trainer to do a time scale where it just goes from night to day automatically, and we're going to go, I'll leave that on while we go over the rest of the video here. And the artifact itself remains the same, it just gets really dark at night. And the things with the artifact to take into account here is it holds three very interesting glyphs, and we'll show you those glyphs real close up here in a second. And all this can be found in Open4, and it's very simple to find in Open4. The same search method we've been using through the whole video. One is called the UFO at the top, and then we have a pilot, I believe it's called. I'll pull them up on screen here, and then almost it looks like that bottom pyramid is like in the top of the spaceship parts that we collect for Omega. It looks like it almost looks like they took that centerpiece and made a glyph out of it, and that's the second one is the pilot, and the one above it is just like a three-legged UFO like we find at the hippie camp. Really Omega, a lot of Omega clues in that artifact right there, but neither of them are found in the game. And I've been setting them up here for a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock them over because I want to show you the physics of the egg itself, and I'll go ahead and shoot it, but a single bullet doesn't seem to really affect it, so I gotta run it over. And the egg itself is pretty indestructible. You can shoot it, you can blow it up, you can do whatever you want with it. I chose the weapon of choice, of course. We're going to do the sticky bombs here, or maybe, no, we'll go to sticky bombs, yeah, classic. Everyone uses the sticky bombs, and change it up, but you know what, we'll do sticky bombs. So we're going to load this thing up with sticky bombs. Even that one has like a no-clip. The artifact has like a no-clip effect. It doesn't really do anything to it. I have gotten it to apply the cracked layer that applied to the base there on the artifact, but I believe I have that on immovable still, so it's probably not going to take damage. The egg, though, we'll go ahead and just start tossing these on here. Load up the egg real good with sticky bombs and show you what I mean. That it's pretty much, it's indestructible. It's not, I don't think it's really meant to take damage. And if it was, there'd be another model of it, like cracked, that would be taken on, or an animation of sorts that would be on there. This is actually just really kind of silly, and I know it's not going to do anything, but it's just fun to, you know, why not? It's fun to stick all these sticky bombs on there. What's the max on here? 20 sticky bombs, I believe, is the max. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. 20 sticky bombs. Alright, so we should probably stand back for this. Look at that thing. You can't help but giggle about it. Alright, well, let's stand back and watch nothing happen except for 20 sticky bombs going out. So, yeah, nothing. Nada. Same thing with the artifact. You can load it up with, well, I got a few more left of it. But yeah, nothing's going to happen to it. But, oh yeah, I have it on unmovable. So, never mind. Nothing's going to happen to that thing. So, until next time, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the video. A lot of information in this one, so read it in, but that should be pretty much what the objects are used for. A bunch of unused content. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Twitter with @ChiliadGuru. And if you got any suggestions, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. Check out the website. We've been hard at work on the website, www.chiliadmystery.guru. And until next time, guys, keep hunting.